There are dozens of rust tutorials out there, but this one is quick, cheap, and easy. Here's what you'll need.
First, you'll need some things to add rust to. Sheet metal, barrels, street signs. Grab a dark rusty red, a bright orange, any metallic you have, and some extra colors if you feel like it. The best thing about this technique is you can apply these paints in any order. Here I'm starting with the metal color, then blotting on some of that dark rusty red. There's no sophisticated techniques here, just blot it on with a paintbrush. I promise you it'll look good. Try looking up rust reference and you'll see what I mean. It's all extremely varied. You can also start with the painted metal color itself. Then, as before, you just blot on that dark rusty color. When you come in with the bright orange, try to stick to the edges of the object or the edges of the dark rust color. In my experience, this simulates rust perfectly. Also, add some watery streaks if you'd like. Finally, I'm coming in with that metallic color at the end. What order you do these paints in really just depends on how rusty you want it to be and what you want the final result to look like. With this piece of sheet metal, I've started with the dark rusty color, then added the metallic. In most cases, I just start with the color that I want to make up the majority of the piece. I'm then blotting on a little bit of white paint as if this was some painted sheet metal that really got roached out over the years. You don't need sophisticated technical paints to make something that looks really good for the table.
I know this one kind of looks like a sun chip, but I would advise against eating it.
Then it's just lather, rinse, repeat for anything you want to add rust to. Here I'm doing a street sign, so I'm being a little bit more careful. But once I start adding that rust, it really brings it to life, and the good thing about rust is you don't have to be that careful. So with just a handful of paints and some cheap paintbrushes, you can add rust to just about anything. And if the bright orange is too bright for your tastes, this is knocked back really easily with some washes in the final step. It's so easy that I add rust to just about everything I make. If this technique helped you out or you just want to support my channel, consider subscribing to see what I'm up to next.